What's up, everyone? Dan here, Crypto Capital Venture, May 21st, 2019. If you're a replay viewer, we're going to get started in a few minutes. Hang tight or see the pinned comment below in the comments section. Still messing around with this audio. Everybody, can you hear me? Please let me know. Appreciate the patience here. So I think, did I see Drew Blood? Drew Blood is here. Drew Blood 21. Guys, I still am not feeling too well. I think it's fitting. We're doing the 500th Crypto Capital Venture video, and I think it's fitting that I don't have a voice. I'm pretty much losing my voice. We got the family here. Poseidon Lou is here. I see Assad Harari, Mexican Charlie Lee. Tech Lords is here. Tech Lord says, not much, just chilling, preparing my next trip. I love it. Tech Lord is always traveling. Check out Tech Lord's channel too. He does some good editing of his travels. So everybody, if you're a replay viewer and you're still actually at this point of the video, go to the pinned comment, save some time, go right to the video. I'm just messing around to get things started here. Check this out, everybody. I just did the math. The first video on this channel was, I might have had a couple that I deleted, but the first, if you go back to the oldest video on the channel, it's basically January 8th, 2018. It's essentially when I started this channel. I was curious. That was 498 days ago. And right now, as I do this video, we are on the 500th video. We're talking a little bit more than one video a day I have averaged for all of you. It's why I have no voice right now. What's up, Crypto Stang? I hope you have a good night. Dan Best has been here from that February. Many of you have been here with me as we do this thing. As we bear the bear market, as we hold strong. It's been extremely fun. I was sitting here talking to Sarah. I was like, dude, now that I know I'm one video away from 500, I got to go live. And we're going to talk about Bitcoin and Litecoin, namely all-time highs. It's all the talk. It's the talk of the town right now, especially if you're on crypto Twitter. Things are getting crazy over there. What's up, Wendell? People are getting crazy, talking about all-time highs. Let's just jump in. We're gonna kind of cruise through. We're gonna cruise through Bitcoin charts real quick, and then we're gonna cruise through Litecoin charts. Talk about Litecoin halving. I tweeted earlier. This is just for fun. December 2018. Everybody remembers. Panic and fear was alive and living well. BTC is going to 1K, many were saying. I mean, we were on our way down, hitting around 3,000. Then we got May 2019, right now. Euphoria and unrealistic expectations. BTC is going to 100K end of year. You really got to love crypto. It's literally what I see on crypto Twitter. People are going crazy with price predictions right now on the upside. And it's like the same thing when we're on our way down, people are going crazy with price predictions to the downside. And then when we're on our way up, people are going crazy with price predictions to the upside. It's funny. And it's actually very entertaining to watch. So 300, is this right? I thought it was 366 days now. Yeah, I had to refresh. 366 days away from Bitcoin halving. 366 days away, everybody. It's a big deal for Bitcoin. Why? Namely, it plays into the cycles of Bitcoin. Excuse me 1 minute while I take a drink of water. So as I take a drink of water and cough, I'm talking to Sarah, if you're wondering. The cycles of Bitcoin. I did a video earlier. I'm not going to go too much into it. I have a link in the description of this video. You can check it out. But it's, in my opinion, the most conservative long-term type of parabolic outlook. Continued uptrend, continued bull markets for Bitcoin. I think it's conservative. You have a lot of people predicting crazier prices than what you see on the screen right now. I have a $90,000 Bitcoin speculatively in May 2021. Halving, you see the halving here, May 2020 on the screen. And we can actually go to the actual chart. And this is that chart. Like I said, I'm not going to really go into Bitcoin too much. I just did a Bitcoin halving video a little bit earlier today. Check it out. But I want to talk about something. Have a little spelling error here. Bull market. Sustained and growing prices for months or years. Months and years. Bull market. The question is, like, are we in a bull market? And I think it's... There's no exact date where we can say we're in a bull market. But if you're on Twitter, I think it's safe to say that most people in crypto right now, in this small little bubble, this small little clique that you and I live in, most people believe that we're in the bull market. You haven't really heard me say bull market is here. You haven't heard me say that a lot yet, as of yet, mainly because we got to give it a little bit of time, in my opinion. If we go to Bitcoin and we kind of look at, well, how sustained are the price increases we've had recently, and how long have we really had price increases, right? We've enjoyed a couple months here, obviously. We can go back to, I mean, really this week, first week of April. That's not even 2 months ago. We're around $4,000, right? We're talking about the ascending triangle that you see on the screen. Actually, I don't even have it charted on the screen, but we were tracking this ascending triangle, and, you know, we were talking about just exiting the bear market. But exiting the bottom and really climbing out of the bear market doesn't necessarily mean we're entering a bull market immediately. So we're in this period of time right now where we've had like not even a couple months yet, but almost a couple months of just awesome gains, right? If you take this awesome weekly candle here to the most previous swing high, we're talking over 100% gains. So things have been nice, but has it sustained itself is a question to ask yourself. And we don't have enough time. We don't have enough data in terms of answering that question yet. We don't have enough support being tested to answer that question. If you want to look at what it looks like to answer the question, we can go to our Bitcoin chart, and we can say, when we exited the bear market last time, where do you want to define the bull market, right, on this chart? So here's us similarly to where we are right now, kind of like right here. We've almost kind of made a move like this, right? So we've done things a lot quicker this time around. But when did the bull market really come, right? And I think as we climbed out of the bear market, back here, breaking through that 50-week moving average, this is the weekly chart, we had a little bit of consolidation, right? We had these pullbacks, and that is incredibly important. That's what defines that sustainability for Bitcoin. Benji Jojo with a 1373, just do the Warren Buffett way, even if he is against crypto, buy and hold. We miss you, Dan. Dude, Benji, thank you for the super chat, 0.15 super chat. You know what? Let me see something. Hold on one second. Where's Benji in the chat? Is it... Why do I not see him? Oh, there he is. I've been meaning to make Benji, Benjamin7, a mod on this channel. Longtime supporter. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much for the super chat. Me and Sarah both appreciate you for the Launchpad Foundation. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But thank you. Thank you for your support. So, sustainability, right? Do we have this type of sustainability yet? So 2015 came out of the bear market strong. Sustainability, consolidation, you know, who knows what people were talking about back then, who knows what it looked like, but this is what sustainability looks like. We have a few months here of just growth, right? Support above the 50-week moving average on the weekly charts, consolidation. We've got bullish patterns that have formed out of that bear market. Here's an asymmetrical triangle, right? And here's kind of like a falling wedge, which continued. Now we're talking bull market, right? If we look at the charts today, we don't really have that, right? We just came out of this move, and we have literally no data, except for just awesome parabolic gains. Things are fun for everybody. Noroku with a $5 super chat for Launchpad Foundation. Love your content, man. Quick question. Do you think there will still be a pullback to the $6,000 range after seeing the recent $8,000 spikes? I have to answer that honestly. And I know it doesn't get all the likes. And I try not to like push it down everybody's throats in my videos and talk about it too much because I'll come off way too bearish. Ball so hard, $39.91. Thank you for the 99-cent super chat. Thank you for being here. It's a new screen name. I hope you're a subscriber, dude. Answer the $6,000 question. Well, it's the $1 million question about $6,000. Are we going to revisit $6,000? What you see on the screen is kind of, I'm kind of being like transparent with my charts. This is very speculative, but sometimes I'll chart patterns into the future and see if we get something like that, right? At this point, everybody, if you've been watching my videos, you know I've been looking for consolidation, right? I'm looking for a pullback, and it gets some negative comments to have that mindset, but it's just the way I am. It's how I accumulate. It's how I've accumulated Bitcoin this whole time that I've been invested in Bitcoin. So to answer the question, $6,000 is down here. You're asking, do I think we're going to go to that area? I don't want to say I think we're going to, but I do want to say I think it's highly, highly possible. And I mentioned this in a video last week, I believe. If we go to $6,000, it might be one of the most bullish things Bitcoin could possibly do right now. So I'm talking from where we are right now, let's call it 7,900 or so, to $6,000. It's 25%. If you've been here, especially through the bear market, that is nothing. Our skin is so thick. 25% is like pulling a little Band-Aid off. There's really no pain there, but what there is a ton of opportunity if Bitcoin does pull back to $6,000. I think it's very likely, and it plays into potential bullish pattern, right? We might fall from this swing high into the formation of potentially some type of symmetrical triangle. It's a bullish continuation pattern. And the reason I'm looking for something like that, we get the consolidation, we get the bullish continuation pattern, which is a continuation of, continued uptrend. The reason I'm looking for something like that is because that's what defines a bull market. It's literally what we just talked about. It's what happened in the last bull market, right? These continuation patterns, these bullish continuation patterns to the upside. And what do? They define and they illustrate perfectly support above the 50-week moving average, which is really what we're looking for. But if you look at the 50-week moving average, we can really zoom in. This blue line, I mean, it's just starting to uptick to the upside, right? And we just don't have a lot of data right now. So we had our first reversal pattern from swing low, right? It was literally within our accumulation area, $3,500 to $5,000 or so. It was actually below it. Great time to buy, right? We fell into our reversal pattern, ascending triangle. We broke out of the ascending triangle, and now we need continuation patterns. We need these bullish continuation patterns. Part of that, especially for Bitcoin, part of that for anything you're trading or looking to buy dips in, part of continuation patterns is you're going to have downside, right? Depending on how large the pattern is, what time frame you're looking on. And right now we're on the weekly, so it's going to be a larger time frame. Since it's a larger time frame, we're looking for larger pullbacks, right? So a pullback to $6,000, long story short, would play into the setup of our next pattern, right? And that pattern doesn't have to be what I have here. This is just completely hypothetical. It's what I do in my own spare time, but it's kind of what I enjoy doing. So what we're talking about in this video is, and I have the title of this video is completely, it's an old title. So Bitcoin and Litecoin all-time highs coming soon. That's pretty bad. See how unprepared I was? No wonder YouTube algorithms hate me. I'm like the worst with SEO on these videos. So I just updated that. Hopefully that updates. So that's what we're talking about. Literally all-time highs. If we zoom out on the charts, actually we'll go to this zoomed out chart over here for Bitcoin. All-time highs, right? So I talked about the $90,000 all-time high. We're just starting to tell that story. We're just starting to tell the story of entering a bull market. So what I mentioned in today's video a little bit earlier was, if you just look at the market cap for Bitcoin, $140 billion. Daniel Lee, I missed your super chat the other day, and I'm so sorry. I looked on Twitter to see if I could find you. I truly appreciate that super chat you sent the other day, and thank you for this super chat, $10 super chat for Launchpad Foundation. He says, I like to have my name displayed on your videos. Well, you're displayed on my videos, and you're the man. I truly appreciate your support, dude. Thank you. So $140 billion market cap, everybody. Here's gold. And this is what I was talking about in today's video. 2016, right? 2013, right here. This is 2013 back here. We have, let's just take this weekly wick to where it is now, like 7-8% difference, right? And my point was, Mexican Charlie, $1.99 super chat, thank you. Will Lou win or lose his bet, Dan? I'm gonna get to that actually. Thank you for the super chat, dude. My point was this: if you want to have a store value, I guess this isn't that bad, right? Like, pretty safe, I guess. In the last 6 years, didn't really lose much, right? But how could you call it really an investment, right? The risk reward is not there if you're looking to see some gains. It's just not there. And if you look at gold and what's happening from this transition of old school investors like the Warren Buffett, and you look at what's happening with the technology, right? And I'm not even talking about just Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. I'm talking about just machine learning, artificial intelligence, the way that we use our phones, the way that the world is progressing, the way that we're communicating, gold is dated, right? Our generation, my generation, generations before me, after you, depending on how old you are, it's shifting away from gold, right? So gold is kind of just like leveled out, and Bitcoin at $140 billion market cap right now compared to gold at $8 trillion. It's 100% obvious what is happening right now. It's 100% obvious the upside potential for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So when we're talking about all-time highs, we're talking about market cap of Bitcoin reaching $1 trillion plus. It's at this point it's more likely for that to happen. And I think it's probably one of the most important things if you're a long-term investor on Bitcoin to look at, to compare, to think about, to ponder, because this right now has the potential to truly impact and change all of our futures. Not even monetarily, but just how we operate, just how we live our day to day. So Litecoin, Anthony says it's hard to look at 2013 and compare it to now. It's a different ball game with how much news covers this. Things could move faster. What do you think? So I'm actually glad you brought that up, because my video earlier, people were saying the same exact type of thing, and I 100% agree, right? So we have our obviously long-term uptrend, right? If things continue playing out how they've played out to this point, we have a $90,000 Bitcoin April 2021, May 2021. But you're 100% right. Like things could move extremely quick. Market cap for Bitcoin can hit $1 trillion very quickly, right? So what I have charted is kind of a consistency of how Bitcoin has moved thus far. That does not mean that it's going to continue at that pace. So this chart is just speculative, right? And it's also why I said it's conservative, because it is kind of slow moving, right? It doesn't take into account everything that's happening right now. The money that is pouring in and is about to pour into these markets, it's not really taking that into account on a time frame basis, right? So it's really just taking historical data and charting it in the future. So it could absolutely 100% happen quicker, right? Bitcoin can do something crazy and just not consolidate. Like it can just literally could go to, $50,000 this summer. I'm not going to say it can't. Conservatively, I don't think it's going to. That's all. But many people out there, if you're looking on crypto Twitter, they truly do believe that it is going to go parabolic quickly this summer, 2019, end of 2019. And we're going to get that in a second. Let's talk about Litecoin. Litecoin 76 days away, 76 days, 5 hours away from halving. I have to bring this up. I wasn't going to, but I just have to. This was, so Bitcoin Ben, a couple days ago, he tweeted a text that he had going with somebody. I think one of his friends goes by the name of Art. Basically price prediction. First price prediction, 10K Bitcoin in the next days, right? So 10K Bitcoin, that's the first one we're going to talk about. Actually, we're going to talk about both of these. And then you can post the one about the $120,000 Bitcoin. I will bet anyone on earth, 10,000, I am correct. So let's see. This continues. Here's the 120K. It says 120K Bitcoin December 31st, 2018. I'm pretty sure it meant to say 2019. So $120,000 Bitcoin December 34th, 2019. Everybody follow me. Please follow me. I'm just talking about this. This is Bitcoin Ben data, and I'm sharing it with you. It's crypto Twitter data, everybody. If you're not on Twitter, welcome to crypto Twitter. This is what it is. This is what you see all day long. Samir with a $14.99 super chat. Thank you, sir. 500 days down. Congrats. That's a commitment. Not a lot of people can do that. Current BTC market cap is just a fraction of what it could be. This is a different beast than 2014, 2015. This move way faster. Samir, thank you so much for the super chat and your support, first of all. And second of all, it seems like majority of people agree that things are going to move faster than last time. Here's a perfect example. In these tweets from Bitcoin Ben, this text message, you can tell everyone, and I will bet $10,000. I'm very close to that number. Ben, also yes, $1,700. Litecoin, December 31st, 2019. The one to watch is Ethereum. Please look at this text on December 31st, 2019. Everybody, we should revisit. It's fun. The very best rally in crypto coming this year ever seen before. So let's take what he's saying. Okay, look at these rallies in Bitcoin. He's saying the very best ever seen before. And it should be, because look at this rally back in 2011. Let's just look at it. 2011. Guys, I'm sick. Sarah saved me. October 2010 to June 2011, 40,000%. I mean, those are some crazy gains. Those are the craziest gains I think ever seen before. I don't think we're going to get that. But to give this text the benefit of the doubt, crazy gains coming. $120,000 Bitcoin, December 31st, 2018. Let's look at the charts. Here's the charts. Here's the weekly chart. Let's go to December 1st, 2019, because that's what he meant, 2019. And let's go to $120,000 Bitcoin. We're getting there. Here we go, right up here. This is the target for that text message. I just really want to put it in perspective. This is Bitcoin. And from where we are now, 1,200% gains. Bitcoin will 12x itself by December. What's extremely interesting about this, everybody, and I want to throw this out there because I talked about it earlier, 2011. I talked about this earlier. Altcoins have so much more potential to 10x in this year. Like extremely, like actually some altcoins, if a bull market is about to ensue, probably pretty likely they're going to 10x, they're going to break all-time highs. So I want to throw this out there. I'm starting to look at altcoins a little bit deeper right now, just because I want to get a little risky with the portfolio, right? I'm long on Bitcoin and Litecoin. I've accumulated a good amount. I'm very happy with the way I've accumulated, the way that we bought the dips over time. I'm very happy, very ready, buckled in to enjoy the ride. But at this time, especially if we get another dip, 30%, 20%, altcoins is where it's at for me. That's what I will be looking at. I wanted to throw that out there. So here's what this looks like, $120,000 Bitcoin by 2019 December. The liquid canvas with a $2.11 super chat. He says, $2.11 for all your help, Litecoin. Thank you, Liquid Canvas. Appreciate you. It's actually really embarrassing. It's actually really tough to sit here and not even know how to talk right now. Thank you for the super chat, and I'm never going to live that down. Sarah's laughing. She's making fun of me now too, everybody. Look at this. I'm falling apart over here. I'm starting to sweat. I'm literally starting to sweat. I'm getting nervous. Stage fright. So those are the tweets from Bitcoin Ben, data from Bitcoin Ben. By the way, obviously I would disagree with those tweets. 120K, 1,700 Litecoin. We're going to look at $1,700 Litecoin. It plays into our charts. It does, and we're going to look at that. But $120,000 Bitcoin by 2019. I just have to disagree. That's all. And another person that disagrees is Poseidon Lou. So Poseidon Lou, everybody knows Poseidon Lou. He said, actually, Ben, I'm willing to bet $10,000 with Art that LTC will not be $1,700 by end of year 2019. I'm betting on myself to be wrong. And if it does hit $1,700, I'll pay without hesitation. And you better believe it. Poseidon Lou will pay without hesitation. Bitcoin Ben said, I'll pass it on. Poseidon Lou said, 10K friendly bet up to $50,000 if he knows it's going to $1,700. He should take the bet. It's an easy win for him. So Poseidon Lou would probably be extremely happy to pay $10,000 in this December 2019, because that would mean we have a $1,700 Litecoin. Many of us would be happy. Poseidon Lou would be extremely happy because his 2 Litecoin would then be worth around $3,400. I'm kidding, Lou. Is he even still here right now? I don't even know. But I wanted to bring this up because it actually these numbers play into our charts long term. And secondly, this is crypto Twitter. I know some of you aren't on Twitter, but this literally is pretty much what a lot of it looks like. A lot of speculation, a lot of having fun. Poseidon Lou said he has 3 Litecoin. Sorry. So let's talk about Litecoin. 2020. So the reason I have 2020 is because May of 2020, here in the charts up here, I don't know if you can really see that or not, but this is I'm going to make this a little bigger. This is a speculative all-time high that we just looked at for Bitcoin, right? That's that $90,000 mark on Bitcoin over here. That's May 2021. So another typo by Dan. Awesome. May 2021. So if Litecoin continues to follow Bitcoin at all-time highs, which I'm pretty sure it's going to, we have 2021 speculatively, everybody, all-time high for Litecoin. So if the parabolic trend, if this chart played out perfectly, I'm not, none of us can see the future. None of us know. This is futuristic charting, right? So take it for what it's worth. We're talking about around a $1,400 Litecoin, right? All-time high, 2021. Things are going well. Many of you believe it will happen quicker. Art, who we just looked at in those tweets, believes it'll happen by the end of this year. $1,700 Litecoin, which is just above here, right? So if we go to end of this year, December 2019, as he said, this is Poseidon Lou's bet, and we go to $1,700, that would be Litecoin going to right around there to see some awesome gains of around 1,800%. Many happy campers in this chat absolutely would be here. So do I think that's going to happen? No, I don't. I think there's going to be slower growth. I could probably get way more subscribers if I would just hop on this talking point and just start talking about $1,700 Bitcoin by the end of the year. I think it would be a phenomenal idea to grow the channel. Actually, it would be a bad idea. I don't think it's going to happen, right? I'm still looking for the same thing we've been talking about. Kind of consolidation going into this next halving, similar to what happened in the last one, right? Consolidation. It's a bullish continuation pattern, everybody. Same for Bitcoin, right? And then are we looking to see, this amount of time go by? Like if we actually look at before Litecoin started to see some really good gains after breaking that 50 moving average on the weekly chart, we're talking 637 days. Are we going to go that long again? I don't think that's likely. I think we will move a little quicker for Litecoin. But I do believe we're going to see consolidation kind of after the halving and leading into the end of this year, right? So I don't necessarily think that we're going to see a $1,700 Litecoin by the end of this year. I think we're going to see in the 100s somewhere, right? And I think a lot of our patience will be tested because many of us want parabolic gains like we saw here, March of 2017. So that's a question. When is that going to happen? And that's something that nobody has the answer to. The very best that any of us can do in an environment where we're looking for gains like that is just to sit tight and relax and accumulate the best we can if you're long and if you truly believe that all-time highs will ensue in the future, right? So speculatively, May 2021. And I know a lot of you disagree with that. Poseidon Lou says this $1,700 is not happening. Benjamin says, because people are impatient. That's true. Ephraim says, no one thought 20,000 Bitcoin. True. Rob is saying, I'm still saying sub $200 this year. So actually, while we're here, we have like a little over 300 people. I'm curious if you could press 1 if you think Litecoin will end this year above $200. Press 2 if you believe Litecoin will end this year below $200. I'm just kind of curious to see what some of you are thinking. Kind of 50-50 so far. Whoa, no, we got a lot of ones. Tech Lords with a 1, edit name with a 1. Definitely more ones. Definitely more people think we're going to end this year above $200. I like it. I like it. We got a couple 2s. Press 1 if you think Litecoin will end this year above $200. Press 2 if you think it will end it below $200. That's what the question was. I saw Michael asking. So, Tech Lord says, smash that like button. Smash that like button, guys. I 100% agree. Smash that like button. I needed a stretch. Can't talk. So those are the charts, everybody. I have videos where we dig deeper. We have a $2 super chat from Jacob. I'm still buying the dips and eagerly waiting 1,000 plus Litecoin. Jacob, thank you for the super chat for the Launchpad Foundation, and pretty much 100% on the same page as you, dude. I'm still buying the dips, and I'm waiting for $1,000 plus Litecoin too. I do believe we're going to get $1,000 plus Litecoin. I do believe we're going to get 100,000 plus Bitcoin. I think my time frame and expectations and anticipations are just set out a little further. And that's probably to avoid the emotionality of the situation. It makes it easy for me. Again, this is all a mental game, everybody. That's all it is. I am looking at altcoins. Probably not really going to do any altcoin videos. So I don't know. If I'm accumulating altcoins, everybody, should I talk about that on this channel, or should I stick with Bitcoin, Litecoin? You tell me. You tell me what you think. Guinness Speaks. I love the title of this video. What's up, Steven Herzog? Thank you, man. I try and be realistic. I try and look at things. So those are my thoughts, everybody. I wanna pivot over real quick. Obviously, if you're new here, you might see some super chats coming in. I want everybody to know this goes to the Launchpad Foundation. Launchpad Foundation is something Sarah and I started, and what we're doing is we're really helping. Daniel Lee with a public service announcement that he's not Charlie's uncle. Thank you for the $10 super chat, Daniel Lee. Awesome name, by the way. So Launchpad Foundation. Launchpad Foundation is something Sarah and I are extremely passionate about, and all super chats that we're getting on this channel, you see super chats, Litecoin, USD, whatever coming through, is going to our Launchpad Foundation. I'll get to what Launchpad Foundation is funding as of recently, but here is a link, and there's a link in the description, and I'll actually post it in the chat right here. Rob D, everything Litecoin, you see him in the chat. He put together this 50-50, man, and him and some others, Poseidon Lou, Steven Herzog, Benji, you see him in the chats. These guys, like, it means a lot. It really does. And it boggles my mind sometimes to see how cool these dudes are putting this together for us. 50% of this 50-50 goes to Launchpad Foundation. The other 50%, if you buy a ticket, right, you can buy multiple for $5, enters you in to win the other half of the Litecoin pots. And right now, what is there? Rob, right now there's 14.6 Litecoin sitting there. So I know a lot of you aren't on Twitter. This is kind of on Twitter, but we're talking a good amount of Litecoin. And that's a little over 7 right now, whoever wins. Here's a link once again. It's also in the description of this video. Check it out. Go get a ticket. I can tell you that it's going to a good cause. And the other thing is, you're also getting entered, because Hodl Fuel, got to give a shout out to Nick at Hodl Fuel. He donated 2 awesome prizes on behalf of the Litecoin Foundation. Charlie Lee, Litecoin signed Litecoin 30 for 30 banner and commemorative plaque, right? So I remember at the Litecoin Summit, Nick Hodl Fuel was out here having everybody sign this banner, and we have a plaque here also signed, and that's also getting auctioned off as well. So just to give you an idea, Launchpad Foundation, Sarah and I, are what our vision is, and what we've been funding, what we funded fourth quarter last year, and we're getting ready to do another one soon, is inner city youth, helping inner city youth, mainly in Philly as of right now. We have Rock Ministries in Philly, legit in Kensington, Philadelphia, everybody. Insanely bad. It's a bad area. And it's just in need of just love. Honestly, it's truly in need of love. I know Buddy Osborne, the guy that runs it's right there. There was an HBO special on him. It's The Rock Philly, just taking kids off the street and raising them up. Boxing classes, school classes, just raising them up in God's word. And it's legit. The Rock Ministries is growing extremely fast in Philly. And more specifically, one thing that I love that they're doing, and here's some pictures of just kids they brought up, and they're in boxing. Buddy Osborne is huge in boxing. He used to be a boxer himself, and just winning matches. It's just really cool to see. There's a lot going on. But one of the cool things, and this is the thing that we funded last time, we helped fund, I should say, it's called the Nehemiah House. Taking 12 kids around 18 to 21, 22 years old off of the streets and giving them an actual house where they live, where they go to school, where they eat together, and literally just completely turning their lives around. This is what it looks like. This is the house, and this is what we helped fund at the end of last year. So this is one of the projects that we're helping. Launchpad Foundation is helping, and you can see this is what the building looked like before they started working on it right in Philly. So really awesome things going on down there, and I just want to give you guys a little taste of what you're helping with, because it's truly changing lives, and I really mean that. Sarah and I want to begin going down there more often, so that we can kind of take video, take pictures, and just like kind of get in there and see what's going on. I can tell you right now, God is doing work down in Philly on these streets, and it's pretty powerful to see. And it's almost like a miracle, really, that you guys, that some of you I met, some of you I've never met, are helping this, right? You're truly helping this cause. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has helped. Rob, all you guys, Poseidon, Lou, Benjamin, Steven, you guys are awesome. And everybody donating, you're awesome. I appreciate you. It means a lot. It really is. It makes it way more fun to do these videos, just to kind of run our recruiting firm. It makes it way more meaningful to do work every day. So thank you, everybody. That's it. I wanted to just really break down what's going on and what we're doing here at the Launchpad Foundation, because I know I talk about the Launchpad Foundation a lot, but I don't really always talk about, what it is and what we're doing. But that's it. You can go check it out too, therockphilly.org, if you want to dig in and see what's going on. It's legit, everybody. The world is 100% in need of love outside of our little crypto bubble, and we can truly play a powerful part in changing it 100%. So thank you, everybody. That's pretty much it. Bitcoin and Litecoin all-time highs coming soon. It's true. I truly believe it. This isn't financial advice. This is just my thoughts. There's one other piece of data that I wanted to kind of throw out there. We talked about, and I'll end with this. We talked about a bull market needing to be defined by sustainability and rising prices, right? What's the time frame for that to happen? Well, you can probably read many articles that give different time frames. A bull market is something where you see months, years of sustainability to the upside, and you see it illustrated on the charts right now. But this one move in March of 2017, I just want to throw out there. We obviously had gains coming out of that last bear market leading up to that, right? But just those crazy parabolic gains, March of 2017. You can see it right here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin was right around $900, getting ready to break and bust through that $1,000. And from that area, saw over 2,000% gains. We go to Litecoin. I have a Litecoin chart. March 2017, 7 months, and this is what I want to talk about. We have the Litecoin halving coming up. 7 months after the Litecoin halving in 2015 was that March move, right? And for Litecoin, we're talking 8,000%. So the question is, if we take 7 months, can you last that long after the halving? Can you last 7 months? Where would that be? Where would that be, everybody? How many days would 7 months be? 200 some, 210, 200, right around there. Can you, everybody wait until March? If it played out like that, can we consolidate or just rise a little, right? Maybe $150 Litecoin before we start seeing parabolic awesome gains again. It's an interesting data point to look at. We might have a slow growth, right? But that's exactly the point of a bull market. That's what defines a bull market: sustainability and growth. So Wolfhound 999 super chat, God bless you. Thank you, Wolfhound, and God bless you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat for the Launchpad Foundation. Means a lot. Ball so hard, $39.91, $5 super chat again. Sowing a seed in someone who is doing the work of the Lord. Love your content, man, and God bless you. And Sarah, God bless you, dude. I really appreciate that. Thank you for a super chat once again, for our foundation. You guys are awesome. You guys are ridiculous. So that's it, everybody. Speculative all-time highs on Crypto Capital Venture, 500th video. We just climbed out of a bear market. I think it's showing. I think it's showing in my voice. I need to move into our new studio. Should be ready in around a month when we move. Around a month, end of June. And I need to we need to hit the ground running, everybody. Because we are entering that bull market. It's coming. All-time highs are coming. Things are about to get fun. And I'm certainly ready, and I know many of you are. So everybody, that's it for the night. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. Wanted to do a nice little quick live stream. I know it wasn't that quick. It's around an hour, but thank you for coming by. Follow me on Twitter if you're on Twitter, Crypto Capital Venture, Crypto Recruiter. Try and keep things updated if we get price moves. Also, if we get price moves in the next day or so, I should be able to go live and kind of talk about it. So if you're here right now and you're not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button. I would absolutely love to have you as part of the channel. It means a lot. Super chatters, I love you. Viewers, even if you're not a super chatter, I love you too. I hope you have an awesome night. I will see you all in the next video. God bless.